Good. We'll go ahead and get started. Mark Berman.
Hey, John. How much did the what happened to Sterling affect you guys tonight, do you think?
No comment on the situation, but I don't think it really affected us. We went out there and competed. I think we had a back-to-back last night with a tough game where guys played a lot of minutes and it was a close game. And we came out tonight, we fought. We had a chance to move our lead bigger. We didn't do that. And then in the third quarter, we was damn near basically tied. And then we had like 4 or 5 defensive lapses where we gave up over threes at a dunk. And we just didn't make shots. Like we created shots for each other, but we just ain't knocked shots down tonight. And but I think we played hard and we tried to execute as much as we can.
Daniel Lerner.
Christian was saying that it's just kind of over the course of the season become a little exhausting with, something's always happening, whether it's on the court, off the court. Is that kind of how you feel as well?
Well, everybody knew coming into the season with any team there's going to be a lot of distractions, a lot of difficult things that was going on. Outside of basketball, we have people still getting killed by police and dealing with that, and then dealing with our own personal issues, and then dealing with COVID still. It's a difficult year for everybody, but for us especially, we had so many injuries, not knowing who's going to be in the rotation, who's going to start his night, who's going to play. But one thing, we keep fighting, we keep believing in our coach, we believe in our teammates, we believe in everything. We work hard to be good at every night. Even though the season's not going the way we wanted to, we still go out there and try to make an effort for it.
Jonathan Fagan.
Teams have made a point of packing the paint and trying to see if you guys can beat them from the perimeter for weeks, maybe months now. How do you beat that? Is it just shoot better, or are there execution things you feel have to be different or better?
A little bit of both, but the most important thing is that it starts off on the defensive end. We get stops. We can push the pace where teams can't get set. When we're taking the ball out the net or walking the ball to the floor, team gets set and run a zone against us. But we just got to do a better job of finding gaps. We don't have to just shoot shots, even though they give them to us. But in the day, a lot of us work on those shots. We believe in those shots. And it's just tricky. Some games you make it and some games you're not. But in the day, if you're putting the work in, I believe in you and I trust you just like I trusted myself to make those shots and take those shots.
Thank you.
Brian Bearfield.
John, on last week, you told us that communication was big, and it seems like you all didn't get a lot of communication in that second half on the defensive end. Was that part of the issue?
Well, that was the biggest issue. You look at the first half, even though we had a couple of mistakes early on, we was communicating and we fought hard. In the second half, we didn't have a low man. We wasn't into the ball, going on the new screens and when we wasn't supposed to, and giving those guys shots, and also turning the ball over a little too much. So it's funny because we keep doing the same thing over and over, but we watch film and we see how good we could be and what we're supposed to do the right way. And we just have lapses where we're not fully dedicated to be locked in for 48 minutes.
And as a leader of this team, how do you keep the team together when so much is going on, off the court, and now, something that affects you all so close, being one of your teammates, something happened to them? How do you keep the team together?
We'll keep him in our spirits, check on him, make sure he's okay. But in the day, just keep competing. In the day, he's always the next man up, but we're not leaving our soldier out of the mix because he's down and injured. He's still a part of us. We just got to move the next man up, and it's a great opportunity for somebody to come in, play big minutes and play well, and take full advantage of the opportunity. That's how you look at it.
And last question, Daniel Lerner.
You had some of the young guys step up big in the first half. KPJ and Christian had great nights, and then Armani, had a good showing off the bench in the first half. How do you kind of alluded to this already, but how do you make sure that they know that even though, they didn't keep that up throughout the game, there are still good things to take from that performance going forward?
Well, still believe in those guys. They open, find those guys and trust them in the shots they're taking. And that's my job as a point guard. Like I said, you taking good shots, you playing hard, you can live with the results. And I think Amani had a lot of shots that he made last night, and he made some in the first half of the day, and he just missed tonight. But we know how great he is off the bench of scoring. We know how talented Seawood is. We know what tape brain. We know how good KPJ can be. So we're just trying to get these guys to finish the season strong and try to build on it for next year.
Thank you, John.
All right, y'all have a good night.